question.
Okay, we are moving on to the last part of our proportional relationships, which is really direct variation. Direct variation is the same thing as proportional. Proportional is the same as direct. They are equivalent. Just like K is equivalent to M in the equation y equals kx. Your learning target today, you can identify proportional or direct variations and determine constant. Same thing you did yesterday. So now, yesterday we worked with how to create an equation given a point, and we created it. We knew that K was the slope, and we know that slope is change in y over change in x. That's what we know. We can use that knowledge to create an equation from a graph. The first thing you're going to do is pick a point. Any point you want, as long as it's not 0, 0. Clearly 0, 0 tells us right away, just like here and here, tells us right away it's direct variation because it would go through the origin. And that's a level 1 learning standard that you need to make sure if I give you a graph, you can tell me if it's direct variation or not. Then you find your constant of variation. That's your K, which is your slope, which is y over x, right? Slope is rise. Rise is your y over run, which is your x. And then you write the equation. Okay, oopsies. Hope you weren't still writing. Oh, don't worry. Okay, the first couple tables, I already know it's direct variation. I know it's direct variation because they go through the origin, 0, 0. If I didn't know that though, and I needed to analyze it further if I wasn't in 0, 0, what you're supposed to be able to do for direct variation is just immediately get to y by multiplying something by x. So how I handle that, I say, okay, well, what's 4 divided by 10? I'm going y divided by x. So 4 divided by 10 is 0.4. So I want to know, can I times every x by 0.4 and get to my y? So I'm just going to redo 10 times 0.4 is 4, yep. 20 times 0.4 is 8, yep. 30 times 0.4 is 12, yep. Notice that all I did is went y divided by x. So yes, this is a direct variation table. And my equation is, pick a point, okay, I'll pick that one. Y over x, which would be 4 over 10, and then you times it by x. And then you make it look pretty. We want to keep it like a slope, rise over run, because you graph this stuff. But you just simplify it. So y equals 2 over 5x. That means it would go through the point 0, 0 up to over 5. Okay, the next table I want to see, let's pretend that I didn't know it was direct variation and I want to check. That means that I should be able to get to y by multiplying something by x. And remember, it's y over x. So what's y over x? 3 over 2, right? I'm picking a point, 3 over 2. Well, 3 divided by 2 is 1/2, or 1.5. So I want to know, can I multiply x by 1.5 and get to y? Well, I'm going to check. 2 times 1.5 is 3. 4 times 1.5 is 6. 6 times 1.5 is 9. Sure is direct variation. So then you just write your equation. The biggest thing you have to know is K. Here's like the learning, like my main learning target here. K is equal to your slope. Slope is equal to rise over run. Rise is your y, run is your x. And that's how you figure out what goes in front of the x in your equation. Okay? All right, so that's my learning standard for the tables. Now it gets a little bit more intense with word problems. Are you ready? Ready or not, here they are.
Here I come.
Okay, so what I need you to write down is, you don't have this luxury, but you have to write this sentence down because this is what you're going to be thinking of constantly when you see a word problem. Y varies directly with X. That is going to tell you everything you need to know. But you're not going to be given a Y, you're not going to be given an X. You're going to be able to find it with this sentence. Y varies directly with X. And if Y varies directly with X, it looks like this, right? And K is your slope. Your slope is whatever Y is over X. We did that yesterday. All right. The amount of miles you travel varies directly with your speed. Notice how I marked that up. Make sure you do that in any kind of homework you have. I saw varies directly, and that was my key word. Y varies directly with X. So the miles you travel varies directly with your speed. You go 120 miles at 55 miles per hour. Write a direct variation equation. So I know whatever is before varies directly is my Y. Whatever is after it is my X. Because of this sentence, Y varies directly with X. So I find varies directly, and whatever they're talking about before it is my Y. Whatever they're talking about after it is my X. You go 120 miles at 55 miles per hour. Write a direct variation equation. Okay, so what is my Y? Well, but miles, right? So Y is my miles, because they're talking about miles there, the miles we travel. And my X, what is after it? Speed. My X is my speed. So I know that I should have X is speed, Y is miles. So what I do is this situation they give me, I turn it into a point. So the miles, what's miles? X or Y? Y. So that's going to go there. 55 miles per hour, speed, that's X. And now I can do everything I need. So I know K is equal to Y over X, which is 120 over 55. And I need to turn that pretty. Like I need to simplify that. 120 divided by 5. It is 24 over 11. So now my equation, Y equals 24 over 11X. Summarize what I did here. I underlined varies directly. I used my sentence. Y varies directly with X. Whatever's before the word varies directly is my Y. Whatever is after the word varies directly is my X. I identified what they were right away, so I knew what to look for. I created a point, and then I did what we did yesterday. Okay, next one. The amount of money you have varies directly with the amount you spend. You have 75 and you spend 30. Write an equation for this. I see varies directly. I go back to my sentence. Y varies directly with X. I go back to that. So whatever is before varies directly is my Y. Whatever is after is my X. So y is what? The amount of money you have varies directly with the amount you spend. What is my y?
Your y is 75.
No, I want to know what am I talking about? What am I talking about before varies directly?
Money you have.
Money I have. So money have is my y. Then what am I talking about after varies directly?
The much
The
money
amount of money you spent.
Yeah, I feel like I'm like 20% of the class is really following me here. Varies directly, use the sentence y varies directly with x. Whatever is before is representing your y. Money I have, so that's what my y is. Whatever is after varies directly is my x. Money you spend, so this is my spend money. Then I create a point. I have 75. Now does have, is my have money, my x or my y? Looks like my y. I have 75. That's why I write what my y and x are so I can check. Then spend 30. What's my spend? X. Then I figure out y equals blank x. K equals y over x, which is 75 over 30, which needs to be simplified. 15 over 6,
Oh, we're doing 5
2 over 5.
which is
5 over
5,
2.
yes.
divided by 3, 5 over 2. Alright. I do not feel confident that we feel okay with this. And I don't know if it's just you're tired or what, but the key thing on this part,
I did this yesterday.
you have to know that sentence. Y varies directly with x. You have to, and that will help you with any word problem because they are level 4 types of problems. Any word problem with direct variation is difficult, and 8th graders really struggle with it. So as long as you remember the sentence, y varies directly with x, which means this, then you'll be able to problem solve through it, okay?